The world is full of interesting, fun, and fascinating people, places, and things. Do you love learning about simply amazing facts? Then you have come to the right place. Here are 90 facts to make you the most interesting person in the room. The quietest place on Earth is in an echoic chamber at Orfield Laboratories in Minnesota. Inside the room it's silent. So silent that the background noise measured is actually negative decibels, -9.4 dB. People can hear their heartbeat, and sometimes they can hear their lungs. Starfish can regrow arms that detach from their central disc. Some species can complete the process in reverse, regrow an entire body from a lost arm. An excessive desire to lay in bed all day is called clinomania. Do you think you have clinomania? Titan, the largest moon of Saturn, has low surface gravity and thick atmosphere that humans could fly through it by flapping wings attached to their arms. Glass gem corn is a unique strain of corn. Its kernels are rainbow-colored and shine like jewels. It is used for decoration purposes, but is edible as well. Rome and Paris are exclusively and reciprocally twinned with each other. They have the motto, "Only Paris is worthy of Rome, only Rome is worthy of Paris." Most color laser printers print a secret code called machine identification code. It is a digital watermark that is nearly invisible. This allows governments to track the serial number of the printer and the date and time of the print taken. New Zealand's national airline serves hot drinks in edible biscotti cups to reduce waste. Now, that is a tasty way to be sustainable. Nokia was founded in 1865 as a paper milling company. In the 1960s, Nokia was a conglomerate selling everything from toilet paper to car tires. But by the late 1980s, it started focusing only on its telecommunications businesses. Well, they finally found their forte. Sunflowers are used to assist in cleanup after a nuclear disaster. They are known as hyperaccumulators because they are capable of absorbing toxic heavy metals from the ground. They have been planted at both Chernobyl and Fukushima to aid in soil restoration. The highest scoring word in Scrabble is oxyphenebutazone. It can earn you 1778 points. So far no one's been able to use it. A female chimpanzee named Azalea is a star at the Central Zoo of Pyongyang, North Korea. She smokes about 20 cigarettes a day. The Great Pyramid was once encased in limestone. It used to appear perfectly smooth and blindingly white. What we see today is the underlying core structure. The man on the Pringles packet is called Julius Pringles. Now, you know what to call him when you meet him on the street. Frederick Bauer is the inventor of Pringles can. When he passed away in 2008, his ashes were buried in one. Vending machines kill 4 times as many people as sharks per year. Be careful the next time you use one. Humans shed 18 kilograms of skin in their lifetime. The outer skin is completely replaced every month. In 1999, Google founders, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, were willing to sell their company to Excite for $1 million. Excite's George Bell turned down the offer. Rain of Fish is an annual weather event in the small town of Lloro in Honduras. During a massive rainstorm, hundreds of small silver fish supposedly rain from the sky onto the streets of the small town. Twins Amy Ann and Kate Marie Elliott were born 87 days apart. They are the twins with the longest interval between their births. Amy was born prematurely, while Kate was 3 months later. Airplane food doesn't taste delicious because of our sense of smell, and our taste decreases by 20 to 50% during flights. This happens due to the lack of humidity, lower air pressure, and background noise. Cotton candy was invented by a dentist. He introduced it as fairy floss at 1904 World's Fair. You replace every particle in your body every 7 years. So, we are not the same person we were 7 years ago. Nutella was created by an Italian bakery owner called Pietro Ferrero during World War II. He tried to create a cheaper alternative to chocolate, as cocoa was short in supply. He created a sweet paste from hazelnuts, sugar, and just a little of the rare cocoa. The world's longest concert will last 639 years. It began in 2001 at Halberstadt, Germany, and is scheduled to conclude in 2640. The performance is by an automated organ. It progresses so slowly that visitors have to wait months for a change of chord. 90% of the world's population lives in the Northern Hemisphere. This could be because of more land area in the Northern Hemisphere. The first webcam watched a coffee pot. The camera would grab images 3 times a minute. This was to keep in check the level of coffee in the coffee pot. Ravens can learn to talk better than some parrots. They also mimic noises, like car engines, toilets flushing, and animal and bird calls. The creators of Tom and Jerry series, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, also created beloved shows Yogi Bear and Scooby-Doo. Neptune's north and south poles have pink snow. This is actually material deposited by fountains of nitrogen that burst out of the ground. A blue whale's tongue weighs as much as an elephant, its heart is the size of a small car, and its arteries are so wide we could swim through them. Before Steven Hillenburg created SpongeBob SquarePants, he taught marine biology. Maybe that's how he got the idea. Jim Cummings, the voice of Winnie the Pooh, calls sick kids in hospitals and chats with them in character. Isn't that sweet? Tiger does not attack someone who looks at it straight in the eyes. This is why people in Southeast Asia wear masks that look like human faces at the back of their heads. Now, that's a good move. The Truman Show delusion, or the Truman Syndrome, is a type of delusion in which the person believes that their lives are staged reality shows, or that they are being watched on cameras. The man with the world's deepest voice can make sounds humans can't hear. The man, Tim Storms, himself can't hear the note, which is 8 octaves below the lowest G on piano, but elephants can. Stop signs were yellow for nearly 30 years. This was because red dyes used to fade over time. Garbage trucks in Taipei, Taiwan play Beethoven's Für Elise to let people know it's time to bring the trash out. That's a classy way to throw trash. The cougar holds the Guinness World Record for the animal species with the most number of names. It has over 40 names in the English language alone, including mountain lion, puma, panther, and mountain screamer. A male donkey is called a jack and a female is called Jenny or Janet. Though Mickey and Minnie have never been married on screen, they are in real life. Wayne Allwine, the voice of Mickey Mouse, married Russi Taylor, the voice of Minnie. Elephant tusks never stop growing. The long and heavy tusks can be a sign of an old elephant. Jay used to be slang for stupid or foolish person. This is why when a pedestrian ignored street signs, he was referred to as a jaywalker. Dragon's breath chili pepper is so hot that it's absolutely deadly. If you ate one, it could potentially cause a type of anaphylactic shock, burning the airways and closing them up. According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, France is the most visited country. France attracts people of all ages with some of the world's most iconic landmarks, art and architecture, sensational food, stunning beaches, and beautiful countryside. Intelligent people are easily annoyed by the people around them. But they say nothing in order to avoid a meaningless argument. Are you intelligent? Pointing your car keys to your head increases the remote signal range. Your brain acts as a radio transmitter. Elephants are evolving to lose their tusks. It's an artificial selection caused by decades of poaching. Octopuses and squids have beaks. The beak is made of keratin. It is the same material that a bird's beak is made of. Keep Calm and Carry On was a motivational poster produced by the British government in 1939 in preparation for World War II. The poster was intended to raise the morale of the British public. Simply standing can burn calories. On average, a 150-pound person burns 114 calories per hour while standing and doing nothing. The color red doesn't really make bulls angry. They are colorblind. It is the movement of the cape that irritates the bull. The unique earthy smell of rain is called petrichor. It's caused by the release of specific chemicals when the rain reaches the ground. We love that smell. Do you? Birds are the only animals around today that are direct descendants of dinosaurs. Birds are avian dinosaurs. It snows metal on Venus. The snow-capped mountains on Venus are capped with two types of metal, galena and bismuthinite. Cats do not meow at other cats, they only meow at humans. Kittens meow to their mother. Once they are older, cats no longer meow to other cats. Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre in 1911. More visitors came to see the empty space than the actual painting. Volvo invented the three-point seatbelt. Although the design was patented, the company decided the patent was to be left open, making it available to all vehicle manufacturers to use for free. The full name of the famous Chuck E. Cheese's mouse is Charles Entertainment Cheese. Did you know that? In 2018, Adidas produced 5 million pairs of shoes made from recycled ocean plastic. Each pair took 11 plastic bottles to make. Now, that is a sustainable fashion. The longest TV commercial by duration is 14 hours long. It was produced by Procter & Gamble for promoting Old Spice deodorant. It aired on the 8th of December 2018 from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Jamaica is the only country in the world whose flag does not contain the colors red, white, or blue. According to a study published in Nature Research, people who grew up in warmer climates tend to be friendlier than those who grow up in colder climates. Maybe that's why some people are so cold. Typewriter is the longest word you can possibly type, using only the letters on the first row of a QWERTY keyboard. And Europe is the only continent that can be typed using a single row of letters. Zealandia is a microcontinent. It is mostly submerged in the South Pacific Ocean. It broke off from Antarctica about 100 million years ago, and then from Australia about 80 million years ago. We always have room for dessert. And there is a scientific reason for that. According to Russell Keast, a sensory and food science professor at Deakin University, our gut expands upon contact with sugar. This makes room for dessert even after having the feeling of being full. We are born with the fear of falling and fear of loud sounds. All other fears are learned. Hot water turns into ice faster. This is called the Mpemba effect. There is a river named Batman. It is a major tributary of Tigris and flows through a city called Batman in Turkey. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is leaning because of the soft soil that it's built on. This has also protected it from at least 4 powerful earthquakes. Flipping a coin isn't as fair as it seems. The odds of a coin toss isn't exactly 50-50, it is closer to 51-49. There's a 51% chance of landing on the same face it was launched. Before finally being accepted, J.K. Rowling's original Harry Potter pitch was rejected by 12 publishers. The key to success is to never give up. An alligator can go for 2 years without eating. It can survive by burning fat reserves at the base of its tail. Zebras, horses, and donkeys have only one toe on each foot. This single toe likely helped the animals move faster and more efficiently. Dogs can tell when you are coming home by how much of your scent is left in the house if you follow a daily routine. By detecting both new and old odors, they can perceive events and substances across intervals of time. The Walt Disney Company is the second largest purchaser of explosive devices. They are mainly for the nightly fireworks and other pyrotechnic shows around the park. Walking over Lego bricks is more painful than walking over hot coals and broken glass. Netflix was first released on August 29, 1997, over a year before Google first launched in September 1998. Netflix was quite different back then. Snakes can predict earthquakes. They sense a coming earthquake from 75 miles away, up to 5 days before it happens. Yawning isn't just contagious to humans. Domestic dogs can catch yawns from their human owners. Have you ever felt hangry? Hunger is a signal that the brain needs more fuel. When the brain runs out of fuel, it stimulates a stress response. One of the most common emotions is anger, and that's why many times, when we become hungry, we become angry. Spiders don't have muscles in their legs. They move using a hydraulic system powered by their blood pressure. This is why, when they die, their legs curl up because the blood pressure is gone. Broccoli is a man-made food. It was created by carefully breeding different types of wild cabbage about 2,000 years ago. Black sapote is a fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding. Yum! High heels were originally worn by men. Adding heels to their boots made it easier to ride on their horses. Since they showed that the wearer owned and maintained horses, high heels became a status symbol. Coconut is not a nut but a fruit. In fact, a coconut falls under a subcategory known as drupes. Other fruits in this category are pears, peaches, and walnuts. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping, so they don't drift apart. Isn't it cute? In botany, a berry is a fruit produced from a single flower. This means that pineapples, bananas, watermelon, pumpkins, and avocados are berries, but strawberries are not. Hope you enjoyed our video. Do like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel, Explified.